I get to work with music. I love music. Sometimes I hate it, but I love each aspect of my job because they have different challenges that I can't face in another one. My name is James Goldsmith. I'm a freelance sound engineer. I work in Wellington, New Zealand. I am a live sound engineer. I've mixed shows all over the world for different artists. I work as well as a record producer, and I make records for anyone and everyone. I studied at Victoria University. I studied composition of music. I was much more interested in the electroacoustic courses, but that wasn't offered as a full degree at that point in time. So 3 years, got to the end of my bachelor's and decided that I was done. So I went and worked in a retail shop. A friend of mine came in and asked me what I was up to in the evening, and I said, nothing, got nothing on. And he said, do you want to mix a show? And I was like, I don't know how to do that. He was like, you'll be fine, I'll set it up for you, you can mix it. So I did it, and then I kept on doing it. And then he stopped turning up at soundcheck, and I was setting up the bands and mixing different bands, and then some bands asked if I wanted to continue mixing them outside of the Tuesday night, and then I kept on doing that. And then at some point Indigo got sold and was bought by Tim and Clinton. Ziggy came on board around the same time and became San Fran. I was there right up until, I want to say 2008, I think, was when I left. And as a house tech there, all during that time I was dabbling in making records with people, but there was a definite point where I remember thinking, my band's doing okay, but if I mix a show, I get paid a lot more. So maybe I'm a better sound engineer than a musician. There is a place for education in the technical part of music. You have to have an understanding and some sort of tutorship in the role, but I don't think it's a necessity. And I think that's proven over the years by there's self-taught sound engineers and musicians around the world and who've achieved a great amount of success. My days start in one of three ways. It starts in here, where I will be working on material that I've recorded already, or with a client in here. Or it will start at a recording studio where I will go into the studio with the idea of recording music and capturing a band's performance. Or it will start with me going to a venue and approaching the reproduction of the live sound of the band. There's an incredible excitement about mixing a live band. If the crowd is in there and the band's great, and it's like 50 people, 5,000 people, or 50,000 people, there's always an excitement of the moment of having a band on stage playing music. The Surgery is a wonderfully built recording studio that feels comfortable for musicians. That's all I want from a recording space. He has incredible wealth of gear and equipment, and it's all there and fast and easy to use and sounds nice in this space. I do record elsewhere as well, but it's just so easy down there. As such, I'm not the only engineer that's working there. There's about 3 or 4 other freelance engineers that all vie for the spare time when Lee isn't working on all the projects he's working on as well. But as such, I try to do as much as I can there. The music that's being made in Wellington is, and always has been, incredibly diverse. There's always been reggae bands, dub bands, rock bands, indie bands, noise bands, and everyone seems to kind of intertwine. The boundaries between those artists have never been really distinct, but the artists in Wellington have always been slightly unique. There's something distinctive about New Zealand music. I've never been able to put my finger on it. And then Wellington, again, has its own pocket of creativity. I just want music to be challenging. I'm drawn to emerging artists more than established artists because there's something exciting about when somebody's trying to create something new. The ability to make albums has been democratized in the last 10 years to a point where the difference between the entry level and the professional level is not marginal, it's still a gap, but the equipment's just so much better. Go buy a recording interface, plug it into whatever computer you have, and record and see what happens, and experiment, and go down YouTube, and there's so much, it's just so much that wasn't around. And yeah, again, find a band, say, do you want to record with me? And it might be terrible. But every time you do it, you learn so much. And every time I do it, I still learn so much. I think anyone can do it. I think anyone who likes music can do it. Anybody who has the passion for music can record something well. Because all you're doing is trying to reproduce what you like about an artist.